This KFAN podcast is sponsored by Builders and Remodelers, exclusive Twin Cities provider of Elements Windows. Get the highest quality windows at unmatchable value. Visit buildersandremodelers.com for more details.
Time is precious, and so are our pets. So time with our pets is extra precious. That's why we started Dutch. Dutch provides 24/7 access to licensed vets with unlimited virtual visits and follow-ups for up to 5 pets. You can message a vet at any time and schedule a video visit the same day. Our vets can even prescribe medication for many ailments, and shipping is always free. With Dutch, you'll get more time with your pets and year-round peace of mind when it comes to their vet care.
Hi, I'm Bob Pittman, Chairman and CEO of iHeartMedia. On this week's episode of Math and Magic, I'm sitting down with the one and only Bobby Bones. We're exploring the power of audio.
Yeah, I don't fit into one specific hole. I think that is what endeared me to listeners. That's why I'm here now, because I talk to people that grew up like me, have sensibilities like me, and have loyalties like me.
Listen to Math and Magic, stories from the frontiers of marketing on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcast, or wherever you get your podcast.
Tech.
Check out our contest page and enter for your chance to win a pair of tickets to the Minnesota Aurora's home opener against Rochester FC on May 22nd. That's KFAN.com, keyword contest to enter today.
Things you have to do for this radio station and this show. Lil B just had to, we were having iPad problems. Is that what it was? But you've got it fixed?
Yeah, we found it.
You were talked right through it.
Zacho helped.
Yeah, Zacho helped us.
Zacho's the best.
Zacho.
That's Kevin Gorg. Ron Johnson also here. Good to see you both.
How's it going?
It's going well. How are you guys?
Good.
Good, Common.
What do you do when the Wild aren't playing hockey? Do you have like 6 months off now where you have to do nothing?
No, Canterbury starts in 2 weeks.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, we
Canterbury
celebrate the
Park, where the
horses.
people love to play. Canterbury Park, where it's
Canterbury
Park, where the horses love to. Yeah, right. Horses sing.
They do. They dance. They sing.
Why don't they bring that commercial back?
I love that commercial.
Oh, it's the very best of all time.
It is. Yeah. Well, your guy PA will be running the show out there. We open on the 24th. Can't wait. But yeah, I've got a couple of weeks.
One of these days, the Wild and Canterbury will overlap for you.
Wouldn't that be nice? Thanks, Tana. Thank you.
Feels like that was too soon, but
it was a little too soon.
Which one do you do then? Do you do if they overlap, do you do the Wild or do
Wild
you do Canterbury?
has first call, but remember, after the first round, we don't do a ton. Like, we only get to do same thing that Jim Pete's going through right now, right? Like, you don't, we'll do some stuff, when they make that run, but it'll be a good problem to have, for sure.
All right.
Looking forward to it.
What do you do to keep yourself busy?
I mean, I got a full-time job. So I work for Game One. So I sell uniforms and apparel. I actually went out to Glencoe Silver Lake. So a lot of people. Oh yeah.
Did you drop my name?
I did. I actually.
How did that go?
I did not know Little B was
Were
like
you selling overalls?
That was mean.
I missed that one.
Well, that's what they got out in farm country.
Stop. He's making fun of me because I grew up on a farm.
Oh.
She's wearing
overalls.
overalls.
No, I mean, she was a big-time softball player. So that's what they talked about.
And you know what else?
And arm wrestler.
2-time arm wrestling champion.
Don't mess.
Not once.
Yeah.
How many people were in that class, though?
I matched up. It was one person from every grade.
Okay.
And I beat all of them.
I believe it. I believe it.
I've seen your temper, so I do get it. Well, no, I mean,
I mean, after being around, my daughter's a softball player, so after being around softball players, I understand Little B now. Like, it fits.
It does.
Yeah.
Just don't screw up today, dude.
I feel like umpires.
Yeah, I'll see if you understand in about 10 minutes.
I saw the matchups. I'm like, well, Common and I are probably going to get pumped, but I don't have to deal with letting Little B down, so I'm okay there.
Okay.
Your thoughts on the Wild and their end of the season after being up 2-1 and losing the next 3 and then 2 in overtime? Your thoughts?
Again, I'm going to sound like a broken record. I thought it was a hell of a good series. I thought it was great hockey. I'm disappointed they're not still playing, and it was a series I thought all 6 games could have gone either way. It just didn't work out. It's funny. I was texting with Joe O'Donnell this afternoon, and the breaks that the Wild needed to win that series, because Vegas is a really good club. Edmonton's getting now. I watched that game last night, and Vegas, you play that game last night 10 times, Vegas wins 9 of them. The one way that Edmonton wins, they got it. They got a ton of bounces, a ton of breaks, and they made the most of it. The Wild didn't win. So I'm not going to sit here and make excuses. Vegas was the better team in the series. I do think the next couple of years are important. They're going to be really good, and they're going to have a chance to make a run, but this year, it didn't work out.
I think they were just being gracious. They knew the Timberwolves would still be going, so they didn't want to get in the way.
Wolves look great. They're in a position right now where they should win this series in quick fashion. And Ron just mentioned it, with OKC and Denver likely going to go 6-7 games. This could put Minnesota in a really good spot.
It could be Minnesota versus the Knicks.
That would be so cool. The NBA would love that.
Karl-Anthony Towns, Anthony Edwards. Oh yeah.
Oh, what drama!
Yeah, Bodega Cat.
You love saying that, don't you?
Team that traded him. Well, that's what they call them there, Bodega Cat, because apparently the grocery stores there are called bodegas.
What happened to Big Meow?
And then, well, that was when he was here. Mm-hmm. But now he's there, and apparently they call the little, neighborhood grocery stores bodegas.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then they all have a cat. Everyone has a cat that kind of chases away the mice, so they call him Bodega Cat, so he is now known as Bodega Cat. And I like saying it more than even...
You need to get the T-shirt.
I love saying Bodega Cat. I got a bad cold, as you can probably tell.
You do. You're under the weather. You're playing hurt today.
I lost my voice from screaming last night at the softball game. Yeah, we beat Holy Family.
You've got a varsity player that's a youngster.
Yeah, 8th grader.
At a softball game?
Yeah.
8th grade?
Isn't it like 2 weeks in? You might want to calm down.
Hey, it's 11 games in. You're right. Yeah, but
are you coaching or just a screaming parent?
I coach my 10-year-olds.
Okay.
We have a tournament that starts tonight in Savage. But then my 14-year-old is an 8th grader. She's on varsity at Southwest Christian. So I kind of lose it. But I was in like a cheering match, I guess, with the other coach from the other team, because he talked. You know how some of those coaches are. They talk the entire game.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
And that can get to girls. So I had to be the vocal. Yeah. So everybody had a blast because I was going, every time he said something, I had something to say. And so, yeah.
Now, don't take this wrong. You were a hell of a football player. What the hell do you know about softball?
I played baseball. My dad was a college baseball player.
Kidding.
So he played catcher at Eastern Michigan. He just was better at football, but he was he loved baseball. But back then in the 70s, a black catcher was, football was his ticket. So he always told me that. But I played catcher growing up.
Did you really?
He coached me in baseball. Yeah, he didn't even want me to play football. I snuck out the house to play football. My parents didn't know until I had to get a permission slip signed. So, yeah, that was the story of how I started playing football. My dad was like, play baseball.
And you liked football better than baseball?
I love football better than baseball. I played catcher, and it was boring.
Yeah.
Like, it was like
boring?
high school. Oh, yeah. For high school in Detroit, Michigan.
Really?
Playing catcher was boring because we didn't have a ton of kids that could hit the ball. So I'm basically back there just catching, throwing it back to the pitcher. Catching, throwing it back to the pitcher. So my 10th grade year, I quit. I was like, I'm done. I just want to play football.
And that's in baseball, most of the positions aren't that grueling. You're standing around, but catcher, it's every pitch, down. You get beat up back there, balls, foul tips, the whole thing.
Catcher, second base, but I was 6'3". I should have kept doing it. Now looking at the money baseball players.
Yeah, right.
I had to save my knees. Well, my knees probably still would have been shot. I saw Joe Mauer walking the other day. So
not easy for a tall guy to play catcher.
No, but they like that though. That's why in my 9th grade year, he was like, "Hey, are you going to keep playing?" And my dad was like, "Yeah, you got to play." But no, I love softball. I have 2 daughters. I have no son, so I don't deal with any youth football. I mean, other than selling them uniforms, giving them free jerseys. We do free jerseys and free pants, all kinds of stuff like that for youth football. But I told Lil B that we had a long back and forth about softball. I love it. Like, I am entrenched in it. I coach it. My daughter travels to probably 7 different states to play. She's on a national team as well. She's the fastest kid in the 2029 class for her speed. Home to first.
Really?
She's 2.7 flat.
Sheesh.
B understands that one. Yeah, she's fast.
Did they win?
Yeah, we won 10-2.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she went 3 for 5, and she stole 3 bases.
8th grade.
Like, she's chaotic. She's the
Not that you're counting, though.
Not that I'm counting. She's a leadoff hitter, lefty.
They got a chance to go a long way. Like, is this a team?
We're second in the section right now.
What team is it?
Southwest Christian. So it's Rockford.
Cool.
Rockford is 1, we're 2. But Delano is 3A, and they are 3rd, I think, and they beat us 8-6, and they're a 3A school. So yeah. And then we play Chanhassen on Monday, which they're 4A. So they're
big. That's a big school.
Yeah.
When I did high school play-by-play, I loved fast pitch softball with the girls. I thought it was the best.
It's an awesome game.
It's an awesome game.
It is.
It's and then when they have the NCAA softball tournament, it's on here all the time. I like watching it.
4 screens in the house. Every TV, we have the ESPN
runs
app.
are at a premium. Those
we got
pictures
the
are
iPad going.
Incredible
we
athletes.
love it. That's our goal. I think next year is to try to get down to. There's a tournament for youth softball down there. So she'll be on the 14 national team next year again. And so the goal is to try to get in that World Series down there, because then you get to watch a couple of the games down there. So I think that's the goal.
Do we have Little program password.
Yeah, let's play.
Let's go ahead and play.
Let's play.
Just think softball, Lil B. Just
All
think,
right, all right.
whatever you can do.
Take it easy on him.
Give the password.
I'm here to win.
Give the password.
Not Martin.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to play Progrum Password. Here's your host, the very average and plain-looking Tenna B. Yes, welcome to another edition of Program Password. As always, you can watch Program Password at KFAN.com/watch. You can also make comments. Be nice about it, though. A couple comments already. One wants to know, Ryan wants to know, what is Common eating today? Since they can see you eating right now at KFAN.com. Taco pie.
Yeah, my wife rattles the pots and pans. I had to go get the crescent rolls, though. She forgot them at the store. That's what the dough is made out of, crescent rolls. That's just taco meat and cheese and all sorts of good stuff.
Sounds delicious.
That's so good. I'd share it with you, but I don't have much. And I get stingy with my provisions once we get on the air.
And then a line I was going to give, but Jevin also wrote it at KFAN.com/watch. Says this program password is going to be Common's flu game. The Michael Jordan flu game.
Playing her today.
Yeah, that could be it. Let's hope so.
Today it's going to be Common and Kevin Gorg versus Lil B and Ron Johnson. Common, you are 86 and 84 all time. Gorg, after a slow start, you've won 3 in a row. You are now 4 and 4 all time.
Terminally mediocre. Perfect for me.
Lil B, first ever in the 90 win club. You're 90 and 72.
Okay.
And Ron Johnson, only one game you've played. You're 1-0 all time. A pretty memorable one, though.
Oh, it sure was.
Were you my teammate or no?
You were playing against
Fallness and I had the big lead.
Okay.
And then you took your shirt off and flexed in front of Fallness, and he was in the corner in the fetal position. So, no, I haven't forgot that.
Yeah, so, Ron, you and Mark Rosen were down 72-34 to Kevin Fallness and Kevin Gorg. You came back and won 87-79, and as
says more about our opponent.
As Gorg mentioned, you
does,
took off your shirt.
I want to revisit. Gorg started out 0-3, and then he's been 4-1 since.
Well, he started off 1-4.
Oh, 1-4.
Yeah, he's won his last 3. Now he's 4 and 4.
That's the most dangerous deficit in program password is 1-4.
I can't come in here without you going down that
Sorry
road.
about that.
All right. Hey, did you see the game 7s last week? Tend to be a couple of 2-goal leads. Third period that evaporated. I'm just saying, it's out there.
He's not wrong.
Yeah,
definitely not wrong.
I'd rather have a 2-goal lead than a 1-goal lead. That's all I'll say.
Okay.
Well, as much as you'd like to have a 1-goal lead, I'd rather it stay 0-0.
Well, yeah, you'd rather keep it scoreless as long as possible.
Let's move on. Shouldn't have gone down that road.
All right, let's play. Lil B and Gorg, you should have the iPad over there, correct? Why don't you take a look at it? The password is basket.
Oh, there's an iPad in this game now?
Yeah, it's been a while since you've been here.
Yeah, okay.
Were you able to see it, Lil B?
Mm-hmm.
All right, we always let ladies go first because we are gentlemen on the show. So, Lil B, you've got the option. You want to go first or second?
I'll go first.
All right, Lil B and Ron for 10.
Picnic?
Basket.
That was pretty good.
Layup to start.
Well, especially
No pun
basket.
intended,
It was
yeah.
like a layup, yeah. How about that?
Basket was an easy basket. 10-0, Lil B and Ron have the early lead. Common and Ron, you two take a look at the iPad. The password is jerk. Ooh, new graphics at KFAN.com/watch.
Is
I like
that right?
it. Yeah, it looks great.
Good.
Common, you're down 10-0 early here, so you have the option. You want to go first or second?
We'll go first.
All right, to tie the game, Common and KG for 10.
Richard.
Dick? I'm sorry.
No, that was the right answer.
That's probably the best response.
But it was wrong. I shouldn't have given that clue. I should have known you were going to say that.
Ron and
Is that wrong?
No, it's
Yeah,
I
it
mean,
was
it's
wrong.
wrong. But
no, it's
Yeah, Ron and Lil B
Don't
for
be-
9.
Jamaican.
What?
Common and Gorg for 8.
Jamaican.
jerk?
Yeah.
Oh, wrong button. There we go.
Jerk chicken.
Great clue.
Thank you.
Great clue.
I didn't know if I
the
said
right answer.
chicken.
That's
because
my
then he-
fault.
Or if I said chicken.
I didn't think
said,
he'd use that word. I sat there like,
Just
well,
saying mean.
I know. I was going food.
I was trying to think of
He
if I
always
knew any
eats, so I
Jamaican
should've- I
Richards.
should've
I didn't
done-
know.
yeah. Well, I wouldn't say chicken, but then I was thinking he was in a movie by himself choking chicken.
don't say chicken.
Jerk
okay.
chicken.
Wasn't Steve Martin in a movie called The Jerk?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was. I was going to say but then I didn't know if that would get it.
And then I know
Probably not.
Yeah.
and I didn't know if Martin would.
I wish he would have done the. That would have got the first eye roll of the day from B. And God, do I love those eye rolls.
She's eye rolling already, but she still has the lead. 10-8. Lil
Everything's
B and
fine.
Ron have the lead. Lil B and KG take a look at the iPad. The password is fear. All right, Gorg, you're down 2, so the option is on you. You want to go first or second?
We'll go first.
Ooh.
All right, to take the lead, KG in common for 10.
Afraid.
Scared.
Lil B and Ron for 9.
Tears.
Cry.
KG and common for 8.
Cape.
Fear.
Yes.
Great clue.
You're old enough to remember the movie with Nick Nolte.
Brilliant.
What movie is that? I don't know that movie.
Cape Fear.
Cape Fear?
Yeah, I
Robert De
got
Niro?
that right
Brilliant.
away. When you said Cape, I was like,
Good movie.
Common and Gorg in the lead at 16-10. Common and Ron. Take a look at the iPad. The password is post. All right, Ron, you're now down 6, so you have the option. What do you want to do here, first or second?
I'm going to go first. And
Sound extremely confident.
well,
He does.
I can't say anything because I don't want to.
Yeah, don't say
I can't
anything.
say anything. Yeah,
Ron-
I'm shooting from the hip here. I think she has it. Let's go.
Ron and Lil B for 10.
Okay. Malone.
Post.
Ooh.
That was a good clue.
That's a really good clue.
That was with a music gal. I mean,
That's what I was gonna say, but then I didn't want to give it away because
That was good.
Yeah.
I
Better
should
than
have said
the.
Carl.
I would never have given that clue, and that was the best clue you could get.
Well done, Ron. Lil B and Ron regain the lead. It's 20-16.
Malone. Yeah. Okay.
That was good.
That took a while to get there.
I got that.
Lil B, Ron, you guys are up by 4, 20-16. Lil B and Gorg, take a look at the iPad. The password is butterfly. All right, KG, down 4. You can regain the lead here. The option is yours. You want to go first or second?
We'll go first.
All right, Gorg and Common for 10.
Caterpillar.
Butterfly. I was going to say greater.
That was definitely a layup.
I was going to
You
say
guys got
greater.
baskets, so it all comes out in the wash.
I almost said greater, because Caterpillar makes a greater.
Does it?
Yeah.
The hell's a grater?
Caterpillar is a brand name. Like
Oh,
construction
you're saying
vehicles.
it like an actual grater.
Yeah, great.
Like a
Road
gravel,
grader,
like
yeah.
a road grader.
Okay.
Common and KG lead 26-20. Common and Ron, iPad, please. The password is chain. All right, Ron, you're down 6, so the option's back on you. Would you like to go first or second?
First.
All right, Ron and Lil B for 10.
Necklace.
Chain.
Yes.
These are good clues. These are good.
That was a good clue.
I was gonna say like a rapper or something like Chang Hang Low, but I was like,
No,
yeah,
don't do that.
Yeah, that
No,
was too much.
Don't
Yeah.
muddy the water.
Don't overthink it.
That was simple. All right.
You know, the NBA the last 10 years, all you do is just shoot threes. That's what the analytics are. Lil B and Ron, they just get 10 pointers. That's all they get.
all
They're
they
up
do.
30-26. Lil B and Gorg, take a look at the iPad. The password is bleach. KG, options back on you because you're down 4 points, 30-26. What do you want to do here, first or second?
We'll go first. Trust my partner.
can we keep the tennis match going? KG in common for 10.
Clorox.
Bleach.
Yes.
Oh, my goodness.
Just high-level stuff today.
I was going to say Leachman, but you got there, didn't you?
That's good. He's playing hurt.
Common might have said wipes. He's got the Clorox wipes right next to him over there. 36-30. Now Common and Gorg have regained the lead. Common and Ron. Take a look at the iPad. The password is Target. All right, Ron, back on you. Down 6 points. You guys have been going every other here. You have the option. You want to go first or second?
I'll go first.
All right, Ron and Lil B for 10.
Bullseye.
Target.
Unbelievable. There's nothing we can do.
No, there's nothing we can do. Wow.
Quick half.
Fast paced. Jeez.
Wow.
This is like one of those games where they just go up and down the court fast break.
Yeah.
Because it's
No defense.
Skill out here. A lot of
Zero
skill.
defense.
So where are we at with the score?
It's 40-36. Lil B and Ron with the lead.
We'll break. We'll come back with more Program Password after this here on The Fan.
Time is precious, and so are our pets. So time with our pets is extra precious. That's why we started Dutch. Dutch provides 24/7 access to licensed vets with unlimited virtual visits and follow-ups for up to 5 pets. You can message a vet at any time and schedule a video visit the same day. Our vets can even prescribe medication for many ailments, and shipping is always free. With Dutch, you'll get more time with your pets and year-round peace of mind when it comes to their vet care.
Hi, I'm Bob Pittman, Chairman and CEO of iHeartMedia. On this week's episode of Math and Magic, I'm sitting down with the one and only Bobby Bones. We're exploring the power of audio.
The word on the street then was he's too country for pop. But then once I got to country, it was he's too pop for country. So I kind of never really had a place to fit in, but that's exactly how and why I fit. I just embraced that. Like, yeah, I don't fit into one specific hole. I think that is what endeared me to listeners. That's why I'm here now, because I talk to people that grew up like me, have sensibilities like me, and have loyalties like me.
Listen to Math and Magic, stories from the frontiers of marketing on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Carboni's Pizzeria wants to fuel your playoff party. Visit one of their 30-plus locations to enjoy delicious food and get ready for the playoff run. Find your nearest Carboni's today at carbonispizza.com.
This is Program Password. We're at halftime, entering the second half. Good game. It's Gorgie and I against Ron Johnson, Lil B. 4-point difference, right, Tenna?
Yeah, 40-36. Lil B and Ron lead Common and Kevin Gorg. As always, you can watch Program Password at KFAN.com/watch.
And all they've gotten is 10-pointers.
That's
right?
all they've got.
Oh, yeah.
Just all 10
They're
pointers.
just shooting them from deep.
Pretty
Correct.
good.
Really good.
Whose turn is it?
You ready to go?
Yeah.
I think it's there.
Lil B and KG
Okay.
have to look at the iPad. So look at the iPad now, please. The password is Kane. All right, KG, you're down 4. Once again, you can regain the lead. The option is yours. What do you want to do here, first or second?
We'll go first. Trust my partner.
All right, KG and Common for 10.
Citizen.
Kane.
Wow.
Oh, my goodness.
I thought you maybe said cynicism.
I didn't know what he said. I thought he said cinnamon.
Yeah. But it was citizen. And
He got it.
Yeah.
This game's going to end quickly. You guys just get 10 pointers, just throwing them back at each other.
2 good squads here.
Common and Gorg lead 46-40. Common and Ron. Take a look at the iPad, please. The password is switch. All right, Ron, it's just been you and Gorg, it seems like, making the option decisions here for quite some time. It's on you again. You're down 6. You want to go first or second?
I'll go first.
All right, Ron and Lil B for 10.
Light.
Dark.
Common and Gorg for 9.
Toggle.
Switch.
Yes.
Did we get an eye roll? I wasn't paying close attention. No? No eye roll.
Yeah,
Common
laugh it
and
up, Chuckles.
Biggest lead of the game thus far. Wow. Common and Gorg lead by 15, 55-40. They are 25 points away from a win. Lil B and Gorg. Take a look at the iPad. The password is pretzel. All right, Lil B, at least you finally get to make a decision here on the option. It's all yours. You're down 15. You want to go first or second?
Second.
All right. Gorg and Common for 10.
Bun.
Hamburger.
Lil B and Ron for 9.
Twisted.
Honey.
Gorg and Common for 8.
Snack.
Donut.
Lil B and Ron for 7.
Annie.
Pastry.
Gorg and Common for 6.
Salted.
Pretzel.
Dang it. I just, yep. Annie's pretzel. Yeah.
That's 3 in a row for Common and Gorg. They now lead 61-40. They're 19 points away from a win. Common and Ron, take a look at the iPad, please. The password is Ray. All right, Ron, time to get back on track. You're down 21 points. You got the option. You want to go first or second?
I'll go second.
All right, Common and Gorg for 10.
Gamma.
Fraternity.
Ron and Lil B for 9.
Sun.
Alpha.
Common and Gorg for 8.
Guy.
Have your mic on.
There we go.
Guy.
Sun.
Ron and Lil B for 7.
Charles.
King.
Common and Gorg for 6.
Blind.
Justice.
Ron and Lil B for 5.
Lewis.
No idea.
All right, last one. Common and Gorg for 4.
Sting.
I got no clue.
Who's Lewis?
Ray Lewis.
Ray Lewis.
Ray.
Gamma ray. I thought everybody.
Yeah, I knew Gamma Ray.
What's Gamma Ray? I don't know what that is.
Doc Bruce Banner,
Yeah.
belted by gamma
the
rays,
Hulk.
turns into the Hulk.
As soon as you said
alien
Gamma, I
virus.
was like, I was with you
I
on
don't
that one.
That's why I said Charles, too. Ray Charles.
Ray Charles.
And then I said
Damn it.
blind, so you'd know which Ray he was
Yeah,
talking
that was
about.
tough. I was on the
That's why
wrong
I said
wavelength.
Sun Ray. The first one was Sun Ray.
Oh, right.
And I took it. Yeah. Okay. Wow. Well,
By the way, Common, Ray Lewis, it's, I don't know about it anymore, but at one point it was really good to be Ray Lewis.
Wow. Trust me. Oh, yeah. I know that.
that was a tough one.
Yeah, that was a hard one.
Okay.
All right, it's still 61-40. Common and Gorg with the lead. Lil B and KG. Take a look at the iPad. The password is Stump. All right, Lil B, down 21. The option is on you. You want to go first or second?
Second.
All right, KG and Common for 10.
3.
Limb.
Lil B and Ron for 9.
Round.
Trunk.
KG in common for 8.
Mitchell.
Stump.
Wow. Who stumped Mitchell?
Washington Redskin back in the day.
Oh.
Great kick returner.
Never heard
I
of
knew
him.
it was stumping
Great name.
before that, though. Just because round. There was good clues, good answers, but it either had to be trunk or stump.
Obligatory Zach Halverson tweet coming up. It's 69-40. Common and Kevin Gorg with the lead. Common and Ron. Take a look at the iPad. The password is tank. Ron, you and Lil B have gone 5 now without getting a correct answer. It's time to stop the bleeding. You're down 29. You got the option. You want to go first or second?
Yeah, we got to go first.
All right, Ron and Lil B for a much-needed 10 points.
Fish.
Fry.
Common and KG for 9.
Aquarium.
Tank.
Just throwing a word out there.
Why didn't you say aquarium?
Because I was thinking fish tank.
Stop thinking that.
So far in the second half,
It's okay. This is what I live for. This is my favorite part of the game.
If I'd gone first and if I said Panzer, would you have known?
No.
That's a German tank I just did.
I had no clue. No, thank goodness we didn't go that direction.
That would have been my clue, though.
Lil B and Ron led 40-36 at halftime. Common and Gorg have outscored them 42-0 in the second half. Ron, you've been in this spot before, though.
Yeah,
You've overcome a deficit like this before. Common and KG, you're at 78, so any correct answer, you are victorious. Lil B and Ron still need 40 points. You could get 4 10s in a row, though. Lil B and Gorg, take a look at the iPad. The password is Empire. All right, Lil B, down 38. The option's yours. You want to go first or second?
I'll try first.
All right, Lil B and Ron for 10.
Boardwalk.
Monopoly.
KG in common for 9 in the win.
Vader.
Darth.
Lil B and Ron for 8.
Kingdom.
Castle.
KG in common for 7 in the win.
Strikes.
Oh, I know.
Lil B and Ron.
I got it.
For 6.
Throne.
King.
KG in common for 5 in the win.
Vader.
Empire.
They win. 47-0, they outscore them in the second half. Common and Gorg victorious. KG, a little confidence builder. 4 wins in a row as you...
You and I would make really good Program Password Invitational partners. I'm just
I
saying.
think there's something there.
I'm just
a
saying.
little chemistry going on there?
There's some chemistry going on there.
Yeah.
It was sort of like Kaprizov and Faber. No, that's what I felt
I
like.
would say
that was
Kaprizov, Zuccarello.
Yeah,
Would
that's
be the better,
there you go.
the better way to
Peanut
go.
butter and jelly.
Yeah, it was like.
Yeah, we're older guys. The movies, you don't seem as entertained.
I am not entertained.
I was thinking Strikes Back. But yeah, I didn't have Empire.
Yeah.
Boardwalk was a good clue.
Yeah.
But
Is that a TV show?
Yes.
See, because I don't watch TV.
I've never watched that show in my
Yeah,
life.
I know. I
The TV
thought.
show's Boardwalk?
Boardwalk Empire.
Yeah.
Oh, I never heard that.
Oh, for God's sake.
But I mean, I
I
knew
watched the show Empire with Taraji P. Henson. Like, I would have got that. But yeah, Monopoly Empire.
Gentlemen, thanks so much for coming in.
Yeah, we love
Ron thinks Empire is the person he gets mad at the softball games.
I can't wait to hear the post-game show on my drive home. This is going to be terrific. Bring your good stuff, Lil B.
Very good.
Bring your good stuff.
Thanks, guys. Lil B, as always, thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Can't win them all.
We might have O'Connell. Is that correct? Is Kevin O'Connell?
Potentially at 2:30, yeah.
2:30 addressing the media. We may hear from him. We'll do that if we do. Otherwise, we'll just do victory formation segment. A short break. Tennessee has a bonus bucks keyword for us.
Yeah, the Fan and BigDeck.com want to give you a shot to win bonus bucks with our national cash contest. Enter the keyword win at KFAN.com right now for your shot at winning. The keyword is win. Enter now at KFAN.com.
Time is precious, and so are our pets. So time with our pets is extra precious. That's why we started Dutch. Dutch provides 24/7 access to licensed vets with unlimited virtual visits and follow-ups for up to 5 pets. You can message a vet at any time and schedule a video visit the same day. Our vets can even prescribe medication for many ailments, and shipping is always free. With Dutch, you'll get more time with your pets and year-round peace of mind when it comes to their vet care.
Hi, I'm Bob Pittman, Chairman and CEO of iHeartMedia. On this week's episode of Math and Magic, I'm sitting down with the one and only Bobby Bones. We're exploring the power of audio.
Yeah, I don't fit into one specific hole. I think that is what endeared me to listeners. That's why I'm here now, because I talk to people that grew up like me, have sensibilities like me, and have loyalties like me.
Listen to Math and Magic, stories from the frontiers of marketing on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcast, or wherever you get your podcast.